Created in 1984 to celebrate the 450th anniversary of the first voyage of Jacques Cartier to Quebec, the Transat Quebec-Saint-Malo is the only transatlantic open to monohulls and multi-hulls that runs from west to east. For this 8th edition, 25 boats and their crews dream of joining other big names of sailing like 1992 winner Laurent Bourgnon or even 1996 winner Loïc Perron on Fujicolor, the current record holder of the crossing done in 20 hours and 7 days.
La Québec-Saint-Malo, je l'aime beaucoup parce que d'abord, à part de chez nous, c'est notre seule grande course.
I like the Quebec-Saint-Malo Transat because it starts from home. It's our only big international ocean race. The river can be quite hard to navigate, interesting, but technically difficult. But the prevailing winds on the St. Lawrence River carry you in the right direction, towards Europe. Thanks to that, we go quickly.
It's almost 5,500 kilometers of race between the New World and the Old World. It's an atypical race due to a good quarter of it following the St. Lawrence River. Only the first obstacle, but with its whales, currents and commercial vessels, it's a dangerous one. Failure here could scupper any plans for ultimate victory. But the largest estuary in the world is not unknown territory and has long been used by explorers from the 16th and 17th centuries.
For the 2012 edition, we have implemented a new way of promoting the St. Lawrence River and the cities along the river by introducing the 6 buoys, 6 cities concept. So basically the teams have to go around buoys at 6 places in the St. Lawrence River, 6 interesting cities where everybody will organize their own festivities around the passage of the cruise.
Frenchman Alvin Mabir and his two-man crew were the leaders for much of the race. 56-year-old Mabir took his second consecutive monohull victory after the 2008 event, and a record, the longest distance covered in 24 hours. In the multi-hull class, it was another Frenchman who outshone the rest. Erwan Leroux and his three-man crew finished in 9 days and 14 hours, only 2 less than Mabir's monohull. The runaway success of this 8th edition of the Quebec-Saint-Malo Transatlantic has made the organisers think they should do things a bit differently and do it every 2 years rather than every 4, like it is today. It lies in an old fortress overrun by the Venetians in the 13th century at the mouth of Port Chania and holds 3,500 years of maritime history. Crete's Maritime Museum spreads out over almost a kilometre squared.
The aim of the museum is to display the tradition of navigation in Greece and demonstrate everything related to navigation since ancient times. The museum started organizing certain events a few years ago, like the school program that gives young people the chance to learn about their country's navigation history.
Περίπου 3.500 παιδιά το χρόνο.
Built in 1973 by the Greek Navy, this is the second largest maritime museum in the country. But what makes this place special are the models, which depict things from antiquity up to World War II. Stelios Valeros is among those who deserves credit. With a group of friends, he's been building the models year after year. It's work that requires the history enthusiast to be patient, thorough, and rigorous.
For me, modeling is not a passion, but a profession. I don't come here daily, but I do my best to help the museum. It takes about 1.5 to 2 years to complete a model, between the time you start and the time it's displayed in the museum. Everything depends on the size, the design, or the details.
This replica of battleship USS Missouri is an example of the lengths they go to.
That's a model of Missouri, which became famous after World War II. They signed the peace treaty between the Americans and the Japanese there. As you can see from the photo, we've even put the table where they signed it.
Thanks to the dedication of its volunteers and the high quality of their work, the Maritime Museum of Chania is now part of the International Council of Museums, an act of recognition and a guarantee of excellence.